Delicious debate, everybody. How many moves are the Oilers going to make? Tyler set the over-under at 2. What do you think?
Should we tease it up to 2.5, Tyler, maybe? And then they get some more exciting answers from either side?
Yeah, maybe.
2.5 is the new line.
Sure.
There you go.
We've moved it.
Line's been shifted.
So I'm taking the under still. I'm at 2.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the under.
Anybody changing their answers?
Still going over.
I'm going under.
All right. There you have it. I want to hear from you on Radio Podcast, Twitter, and Instagram. How many moves do you think that the Oilers are going to make at the NHL entry draft? Changing gears. Another Alberta team. They should be interesting at the draft.
They could
Crusaders?
rack up a ton of first-round picks.
The Crusaders?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We have Liam here.
We made our big move already. Welcome, Ryder Mader, everybody.
Welcome, Ryder.
Yesterday, in a series of probably, 5-6 tweets from Frank Saravalli, a lot of days got ruined down in Calgary as he reported, speculated, whatever you want to call it, reported that basically half the team is moving on.
Could move it.
Or
want
refusing to
move on.
resign.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, they aren't interested in
Understandable.
coming back.
Okay, how many are UFAs? How many are walk out the door right now without them being able to do anything?
None of them.
None of them.
They're all
What the hell do we
pending
care
UFAs.
then?
They're all pending UFAs next year, just like Matthew Tkachuk
Because Craig
was.
Conroy said when he was hired that he wants to go talk to everyone and make sure that they want to come back. And if they don't, he doesn't want to be in a situation where he's letting them go for nothing. So he'll trade them.
Yeah, but it'd be more fun if they were UFAs right now and they got to get the deal done in the next 5 days. And they're like, yeah, now we're out. And you'd be like, haha, there's nothing.
No,
in
that'd be
return for
less
you.
fun because then they just walk for nothing. Now we get to see them like make trades and stuff. It'll be like cool.
They're
But
Yeah,
walk
but he
for
has,
nothing is
he has
more
an
fun for me.
opportunity to do something good. I don't want that opportunity.
I
I just want to see the air out of the tire.
Okay.
It's going to be interesting to see a franchise dealing from a position of not much power for 4 different deals.
Every time these
possibly.
guys do something this summer, everyone just talks them up and pumps their tires and says they're great, they're great, they're great. So that's what I'm assuming you'll hear, but I don't think the team's going to be very good.
What do you mean, no power?
Sorry, I was distracted by Rick's comment there. What did I
Thank
just
you.
say? What was the statement?
You said the team has no power.
Oh, because they've announced that all of these guys don't want to be there.
Yeah, but you aren't for the fact they have a year left in their deals. Like they have to honor those
Yeah.
contracts. Those players could play next year.
Yeah, unless they don't want to get paid.
The move of Craig Conroy actually holding on to a few of them and letting the market develop in season up to the deadline actually isn't crazy. Like,
Okay.
and teams also
bidding work and
these are also good players, right? Like teams want Elias Lindholm, teams want Tyler Toffoli, and the idea of getting them for a full year instead of waiting till the deadline, teams will pay. So
Interesting.
yeah, so maybe you lose a little bit of power in the fact that they want them to leave, but I think the bidding war between the teams that kind of look at them will bring that value back up.
Given that the draft's in a week, I'm curious how much of this movement is going to happen over the next week. I guess that's what I'm waiting for in Calgary. Because trade deadline makes a ton of sense. Although, what if Calgary's kind of in the mix at the trade deadline? Then what do they do? Do you still sell anyway?
that would probably be, if I was in Craig Conroy's shoes, like we touched on this a little bit on ON every day. Like right now you have the built-in excuse to go through the rebuild that organization probably needs. Rack up a ton of first-round picks and say, hey, look, I don't want these guys to walk for nothing next year. The bottom line is the Flames will be close to a playoff bubble team again if they keep all these pieces. And it is a much worse look to have to do this at the deadline if you're contending.
Because they should have done it last year. Of these 4 or 5 players, who actually brings back first-round picks?
Hanifin, Lindholm, Toffoli.
You think Toffoli still brings in a first-round pick?
Yeah. Dude, he had 30-some goals last year, and that team wasn't that good.
34, 73 points.
Gets you a first, for sure. Probably first plus.
Noah Hanifin, I could see probably drawing a first.
I
Easy
think
at
the
first.
only one that won't is Backlund.
And even he'll probably get you a second.
34 cap hit is 5
How old's Toffoli?
5 million, 31.
31.
Oh, man.
I just wonder if Conroy's asked Kadri, Huberdeau, and Uyghur if they still want to stay.
The good
They
news
don't-
is that Jonathan Huberdeau's contract just kicked in. Actually, not yet. In
Yeah,
a week.
give it a few more days.
In a week, it kicks in.
We'll celebrate that here.
Yeah, only 10 more years and 1 week left in that deal, Jonathan. Or sorry, 8 more years.
You'll
That was
be
on YouTube,
38
buddy.
when it's done.
Good news.
Still be playing in the Saddle Dome.
Probably.
Here's a question. Who will score more goals next season? Jonathan Huberdeau or Derek Ryan?
If you have to ask this question, DR, you got to go DR.
I think it's the only logical answer.
It's the only possible answer. There's Waz. He hears Derek Ryan's name mentioned even in passing, and he appears like a phantom.
Like his swan song, right? So he'll probably put up at 20 to 25. There,
I would say
DR.
he's probably gonna have a bounce back, but not